infuse this into and oh, what did you send me? Did you send me something?
No.
No. Okay, wait. So now I'm gonna look at what you're wearing. Let's see. You said it's diabolical.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you've got the cloth of
Mm-hmm.
Ankara, which means you get an additional melee. Good. Righteous robes. Oh, what is that thing you've got going on?
What thing I've got? What you talking about, Willis?
I'm talking about your mod game. Okay. And you got protective light. All right.
Mm-hmm.
You got the front. Okay. Oh, you're using the Monte Carlo.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. So you get an additional melee charge, and Monte Carlo reduces the cooldown on it. You're just gonna be smacking people all
With
over
a
the
with a
place.
chance to fully restore melee on kill. And since
Oh.
this is the attunement of Sky, I don't know if you've used the attunement of Sky since the Dawnblade buffening, but remember
Mm-hmm.
the attunement of Sky's melee attack is a Hadouken. It's a fire Hadouken. So
Oh yeah.
that's the melee ability I'm recharging repeatedly, and have two charges of. Yeah, it's gonna
You're
be Hadoukens
crazy.
all day. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by builds. This is the magic of builds, dear. Just having that right exotic and that right, that right set of equipment for that right subclass, so you can achieve
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
maximum sodium. Okay, we're going to the
Maximum
salt mines
sushi.
today, dear. All right. And if I don't leave with at least a touch of hypertension, we will not have done our job. All right. Average blood pressure levels are going to skyrocket. But yes,
Here, do join my fire
that's the current
team.
plan is endless Hadoukens. If that doesn't work, you know, I may have to break some storms on people. Y'all don't want to make me put on my Night King helmet.
Night King.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
And don't act like you don't know about that Crown of Tempests. Go on, you can look. I'll put it on.
I have heard
Yeah, but
about the Crown of
I
Tempest.
actually look
Like,
like the. I may actually look like the Night King though. Check it out. Oh wait, my helmet is off. Man, you warlocks and showing your faces.
well, no, because now we're in orbit, and now I can see your helmet.
Nah, I just turned it off. See, look at me. Look at me. Gaze upon me.
Okay.
And crab.
That's true. That does make you look like the Night King when you're using the
That's my night. That's my crown. That's my Night King crown.
those.
You know, and when I want to go all midsummer on you, I'll just put this on.
Oh, jeez. Crazy.
What? Horns. I got my antlers going. Are you hating on my antlers?
I'm not hating on anything. I'm just saying.
You trying to hate on my antlers?
I'm not. It does look
We
pretty
do not
crazy, though.
hate
I
on
will admit
antlers in
that.
the expert playlist, okay? Is it not enough to have been bamboozled, utterly bamboozled, aka the name of tonight's episode is bamboozled, because we were bamboozled this week? Can I get an amen?
We were bamboozled by what and why and for
Can
what?
anyone tell me with any degree of confidence, what we got for 9.7 billion fracts?
Well, apparently, what it looked like to me is I flew to Mercury and I put that thing that I was telling you about.
Gave you a bag of chips, and then when you opened the chips, chip bag had fractaline in it, and oh geez, the crinkle. The crinkle is real. What is that noise? That ungodly sound.
I was just grabbing some string cheese.
Okay, so from the top, okay, you flew to Mercury, and then when you got down there was a potato chip bag that you stepped on, and then was it Frito-Lay?
No, it was kettle cheese.
Oh well, it's acceptable. But what happened when you went to Mercury?
So apparently we activated something there. I guess we lit the lighthouse.
Oh, did we?
Mm-hmm. But
And then what happened?
nothing. Flew back to the tower.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently we're still donating.
So you're telling me we spent 3 weeks accruing billions of fracts.
9 billion.
Billions. Dr. Evil style. Pinky's fully up. Billions of fracts. And we got a 45-second cutscene of us fixing Osiris's DirecTV. Are you telling me?
Yep.
We reinstalled Osiris's illegal
That's
cable.
what happened.
That's what we were doing. That's what we were breaking all these timelines, picking up all these pieces for.
And we fixed his Wi-Fi.
Oh, God. No wonder he went after Rescue.
Reset his modem.
Osiris hasn't had Wi-Fi in ages. He went on the internet and Googled Rasputin and was like, "What? No. It's not possible." Sierra's like,
he Googled
Sierra's like,
Rasputin.
"I told you HBO was a premium channel." This is Rasputin's doing. I don't understand. Talking about the light or the dark. He was just talking about the free versus the paid service. Oh God. Good gravy. Too much. Oh, that's you. Please, feel free to keep living. Oh, they're dead.
Together as
Oh,
one.
Lord.
Yeah. Oh. Somebody was sniping with
These
the trophy
Hadoukens
hunter?
are just
That's
giving me
weird.
life right now. I'm just throwing Hadoukens at everything. It's amazing. Oh, the Monte Carlo just keeps giving me Hadoukens. This is the most diabolical build to befall the earth. Sorry, I was startled. You caught me by surprise. Do you know I'm just flying around as a
Yeah,
Dawnblade?
that
Have
was
you ever
surprising.
flown around as a Dawnblade before? Look at me. Do you see me up here? It's glorious.
Oh no!
You fell off of Destiny, didn't you?
Yeah, I did.
See, that's why you should be a Dawnblade.
Unfortunately.
We float back down to Earth. Oh my God. Lord Jesus.
With the greatest.
Clearly a Dawnblade cannot fly high enough to reach the Burning Maul's newly buffed heavy attack. That thing flew up and hit me straight in the booty. No cap. Oh no! Get out of my face! No!
You're pulling ahead. Keep it that way.
Oh really?
How the I I am so mad. I have to play to my strengths.
Yes, for sure.
I don't know. These many hallways and weird corridors. I'm about to Night King it. Don't make me do it. There are ice
Really?
spheres in your future. Yes. I'm gonna add my
You're breaking them.
That's what Heath Ledger said. I'm gonna add my word. Okay, now it's a little bit too quiet. A little bit too quiet, even for Mayhem.
It is.
It's kind of weird.
Really. It's a little weird because there's like no music. It's just, and this map is so
It's
weird.
a little bit.
Like my least
It's
favorite
a little
one.
bit too big
5
for this
minutes
mode.
left.
Like,
Keep it up.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I just kind of feel like it's not appropriate. Good lord! Wow. My hand Dukins are going over swimmingly. Yeah, there's too much vertical space out here. Ah! Dirty beast. I don't like getting killed by Titans.
Sound tactics bring victory.
I tried to throw a desperate flame sword at the last minute. He said, aha, shields.
Should have heard the other team's feed. They
Okay,
thought
how did
it
that
was
work
the
out for
end
you?
of the world. But it was just you.
That was okay. I could do better.
Are you using that thingy that gives you more energy for your blah 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 while you blah blah blah?
Yes.
You know what someone killed me with the other day? The Bastion.
But
What kind
really?
What kind of hoobadoo? What in why? Why? Why, Jessica? Of
Hoobadoo?
all of the weapons, why would he? Why? That's all I want to know. Is there any good reason?
I mean, I don't have an answer. Why there'd be a bunch of hoobadoo?
Alright. How about we combine the? How about we use the? Here it is, the getaway artist. Convert your cheats into art.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Although this thing has no perks. God. Alright, how about
I know.
linear fusion rifle loader, I guess? Yeah, I guess that works. Yeah, I have one of those. I'm not a big fan of flame things, believe it or not.
No?
Flame, not flame gauntlets, no. It's not gonna matter in like 2 weeks when they just let us swap them freely. But yeah, they have really boring perks for weapons I don't use. Like auto rifles and submachine guns. Although we were talking about builds the other day. I think I use more I think I use more auto rifles when I'm a warlock.
More auto rifles.
I think it
Why?
has to do with the Dawn Blade being able to float around and fire from the, fire down from the sky. You can do little fun things like rain a hail of bullets on people. Or rain grenades on people. Or float in the air for an absurd amount of time. And rain more death on people.
I do like
it's
that.
a thing because the Dawn Blade can aim down the sights, throw grenades. You got a little air dodge. It's fun to think up creative ways to generate salt. Yeah, we're still not off the salt yet. I'm sorry. The salt is forever. Do not resist. Resistance is futile, dear. The salt is life. Should I use Bastion
Salt. You should, yeah, you should. Try it.
or the Crimson? Who remembers the Crimson?
Oh, the Crimson.
I see the Crimson. That's a fun. That'd probably be fun to fire while floating through the air like a butt leaf. You know. Well, so to the effect of Life's theory,
Mayhem.
now that we've pretty much revealed that
Yes.
all this fractaline has been leading us up to the trials, and DMG, you know, had to come out and calm everybody down when they started going. So how about that extra mission? He's like, there's no extra, there's no mission. There's nothing. He didn't say all this,
Then-
but he's like, yeah, just enjoy that cutscene.
Mayhem simulates
Yeah.
open war.
Oh, you mean
Show
the
me what you can
15
do.
Rest
second
assured,
cutscene?
Osiris will not miss the Super Bowl in any more timelines. And I'm like, alright. I mean, I feel like this was a bit, I don't know how I'm supposed, I don't know what emotion I'm supposed to be
We just
feeling
took
right
the
now.
lead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Okay, somebody's doing Kamehamehas there. Oh, God. What did he just kill me with?
Kamehameha.
I'm just running. I'm minding my own business. Why are there beams of light? This is not. Is this Dragon Ball Z? Did I miss something? Did I miss the newest update?
I mean, yes, it is Dragon Ball Z.
Apparently.
Now that we've settled that. Ah!
What the? Is that a shield? Yes, it is.
Sentinel shield.
I
Yeah.
hit him with an arrow in the butt. Yep, it's time for arrows. For some reason. Oh God, that's a Nova Bomb. For some reason, my Warlock has been holding a bow that has explosive head and dragonfly on it. And I'm just saying, why? What
They have the
madman
lead
allowed those two
for the
perks to
match.
exist on the same weapon?
Well, I think that you can answer that yourself, my
It
dear.
is clearly an expert penguin-scented role. I will concede. It definitely has the expert penguin nip.
Your
I mean,
enemy can't
inevitable,
kill if
inevitability,
they're
my
dead.
friend. Purpose, Mr. Anderson. Oh God! This the blah blah blah. Habba boo. No, no, my black friend. Ah. He has the hot feet. Really, his armor was so dumb. You may think I'm
Damn
being
it.
racist, but his armor was very dumb.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Hmm.
You know, the black armory armor is actually some of the nicest looking armor in Best Friends. Oh God. Okay, that's our golden gun or golden sheet. Okay, maybe it's not.
Yes. Oh! Magnetic grenade. What the hell is that?
Oh God. Everything around me is a super.
That shut them down. Double down. 5
That just
minutes. Plenty of
got like
time
a
to
triple?
fight.
How did that even How does that even happen? Oh, welcome and welcome indeed. Oh gosh. See? Why you don't do that?
Oh god, I love Mayhem.
I bet you do, you heathen.
So fun.
You're in the
Crazy
lead.
person. You know, I really was hoping that second arrow would hit him. I don't think it worked. Don't think it worked. Twitch's layout is so odd. That is not how you successfully generate a backbone. It's not how that works.
Oh yeah.
I thought to myself, is that a miniature sun? But no, it was
That's a
you,
stroke of my ego.
raining
Yeah,
light on your opponents. I love it.
Yeah.
I think he just really enjoys
I
Mayhem.
mean,
I'm still waiting for Iron Banner Mayhem to be a
he
thing.
does.
Just, it's all
Oh
he's
my
gotta
god,
do.
imagine. That would be
Iron
crazy.
Banner Mayhem! And, you know,
That be hysterical.
this is actually not a bad roll for Pyroclastic Flow. It's got auto-loading holster and Ambitious Assassin. Listen, I will only use rocket launchers with Ambitious Assassin on them, okay? Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because it overflows your magazine based on how many enemies you killed with the last rocket.
Mhm.
So, you know, you can actually hold 2 rockets. 3 rockets. Yeah. I'm not about this rocket launcher with 1 rocket life.
I know. I don't like that either.
It's like you're just saying LOL to your teammates when you bother to pick up the heavy carry in one of those things. Like, what are you doing? Why are you doing it?
Yeah.
Get yourself a truth. Okay? Hold 3 rockets. And you're cooking with gas.
Aha!
That's how you do it.
Couple gas.
So, biggest hope
So,
heading into Season of the Worthy.
biggest hope for. You know what? If I'm honest, I never actually played Trials, so I'm looking forward to engaging with that.
Oh, the
activity.
sweatiness. I mean, we can play some. We can play some
Yeah,
competitive right
'cause
now
I-
if you wanna get into the spirit.
If I want some sweatiness.
Yeah, because I'm working on that Komodo Triumph. Oh man.
Cause I mean,
Soul.
I never really got into the sweatiness of the lighthouse.
Well, you're gonna be.
It seems like they're redoing it.
Did someone kill you mid-sentence? What happened?
No, I said it looks like they're gonna be redoing it. Like they're gonna redesign it.
Ah. More of a rebranding.
Or they've been redesigning. Yeah. What is it gonna be called? Is it gonna be called Trials of Osiris still?
Maybe.
Not Trials of the Nine?
You know, when well, I think what was it called? Curse of Osiris was the first expansion we got, and when we got it, it was still called Trials
Yeah.
of the Nine.
Mm.
But now that Saint 14 is back, who knows what it'll be
Yeah.
called? Maybe it'll be called the Empyrean Foundation. Maybe it'll be called Trials of the Savior. No.
Show me
Yeah.
Guardian.
Show me the glimmer.
No limits here.
The GFC. No.
The GFC. I don't know. So, do you know what all right, so in the lighthouse, do you just,
The lighthouse is the place you get to go when you play a flawless game of Trials.
I bet they
A
didn't
flawless game of
expect
Trials
that.
is getting the
Double down.
9 straight wins without a single loss on your scorecard. At least that's the way it was. Now the way Destiny 2's been streamlined, I'm not entirely sure how they're going to structure the challenge, but I'm pretty sure they're going to leave it a sweaty as fuck high level activity. You know, so I'm pretty sure the requirements for the lighthouse won't be any more lax than they've been. You know, I'm pretty sure the requirements are going to be the same, and it's going to be as sweaty. A lot of people are, well, a lot more of the hardcore crowd are kind of worried because they, if you were to ask any frequent PvP player, if you would ask any frequent PvP player, they would say, "I'm not sure the Crucible is entirely ready for Like the Crucible in its current state, I'm not sure if it's ready for trials yet. But like many things you
really.
can't predict. We'll only know until we go in the wild, and I don't know. I guess it'll depend on the number of meta builds that end up finding success versus, you know, the blueberry population versus people running around with things in trials that they never had before. Stuff like the recluse. And it's just it's gonna really be a wait and see thing. Hopefully no one finds something totally broken.
Stay strong.
Yeah, I mean there's so many. The last time we had, oh my goodness. The last time we had trials, think about it. Last time we had trials, the game's structure was flat. All the roles were static. The meta was basically the Mida multi-tool. You know,
basically.
Now Destiny's in such a different state. There's so many weapons. There's pinnacle weapons. There's exotic weapons. There's a lot to contend with now, and I think a lot of the team builds and a lot of the team abilities, you know, synergy with the subclasses, especially the Dawnblade and the Well of Radiance, how that'll work in PvP. All of that's gonna be a pretty big thing coming into the new season. I mean, coming into this new season of trials. So we'll see. It could be getting very cold in here. You know, we don't know. We don't know
yet. Very cold in here.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I mean, if you're ready to get your sweat on, we're really gonna have to get your armor on point, get your weapons master twerked, and you know, some good builds so you can fight people, humans that will shoot you in the butt. Yeah, not AI, humans. You know. And yeah, I'm down. You just gotta remember to have fun and get ready to get sweaty. That's all you gotta get. That's all you gotta get. Getting to the lighthouse is no easy feat, but it's very rewarding. It's very cool if you can do it.
Nice.
It's part of the fun. I remember I got very salty many times.
Okay.
Many times salty. Yeah. I played it a lot more in the first Destiny, especially when, you know, they had trial specific adept weapons, and it was just insanity. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
F your Hadoukens.
I can feel that in
Can you
my
feel that in your bones too?
Double down.
Oh man, I feel like I got juked a little bit there. Ah! What killed me? I'm gonna say it was somebody shot a spider at me. Is this dude's name Yeaton Jotun?
Somebody shot a spider at you?
His name is Yeaton Jotun.
Yeaton.
If they ever make a catalyst for the Jotun, that's what they need to name it. I'm calling it now. Just can we name it the Yeaton Jotun?
2 for 1. A victory well
Wow. I don't even.
This
I
is
don't
ridiculous.
even know what happened there. I just put on my crown and just ran into everything holding the right trigger. Just
I
hey.
have prevented extinction level events that were gentler than you. Fantastic work.
I really love Shax during Mayhem. He's like, you should have seen the other team. They thought it was the end of the world, but it was just you.
Really?
Yeah.
See? And this is why Saint thinks we're just out here chasing hardware.
Yeah. I mean, he's not wrong. He's not 100% wrong.
I've seen the Mayhem footage, Shax. Your guardians have lost their minds. Haven't seen this many Nova bombs since Twilight Gap. Makes my brain hurt.
Nova bombs everywhere. You know what? Have you seen Bife's latest video, or his 2 latest videos? He made lore videos about the Phoenix and the Lore card. The Pigeon and the Phoenix lore
If
card.
you have some intel, I'm down to hear it.
Well, There's so spoiler. One of the things that you get to see in this lore or read about is the first time that Osiris and Saint 14 meet.
Re-Healy.
Yeah, and by he I mean Bife, starts out doing his best like Russian accent when he's reading Saint 14's lines.
Oh no.
But like he
No.
totally he slips in and out of it. I think it's so cute. Like,
No. Does he sound like a? Does he sound like a British Russian?
he sounds like a British Russian. Yes, he does. When I'm like, wait, was that supposed to be Saint? Why does he sound so British?
All right. So next time we go to Guardian Con, we're gonna like tape my business card to the back of Bife's helmet. Oh, great. Now I have to see it.
Yeah.
I was actually kind of wondering what happened to that. Did we get that book back? We didn't get our
No.
pigeons or our
But if
phoenixes
you
back?
want to read it, no, did not get it back. Apparently, it's not on the. It's not super important for us to get that lore that we worked hard
But
for.
you. I don't like it.
Yeah.
Oh my god! Like, what level do you need to? This is insane. I've never gotten a power bonus of 20. No.
Really?
Even Season of the Undying, I
No,
had like
that's
17
yeah.
when the season was over. But this is what's worrying me, because I mean, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that's a thing. Like that's kind of unreasonable, I have to say.
Here, I'm gonna put it like this, okay? I'm gonna put it like this for you, right? Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Do you know what level I am?
Like on the
Yeah.
season pass
No, on the
or
season
just
pass.
like aren't you over 100?
Okay, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm level 164.
160? What?
I'm
How?
level 164. All right, and my power bonus is 18. What the heck is 20?
I mean, yeah, that's kind
I'm
of
164,
that's
and it's
kind of
only
nuts.
18. What?
That's what I'm saying. That's like kind of unreasonable.
Yeah, apparently
Like,
my next power bonus.
why
My
20?
next power bonus is apparently coming at the in my next 1,925,000 EXP.
Wow.
2 weeks to go. What level? What level of I never leave my house do you want me to achieve here, Bungie? Like, I don't even think like
Yeah.
this is why I've never reached it, dear. When Season of the Undying was over, I was 174,
You didn't throw
and my
enough
power bonus still was. I think my
Yeah.
power
You
bonus
should
is
be throwing
17.
grenades as I say this.
So this is a bunch of creep.
Yeah.
Okay, that legitimately scared me. The yeet dude. I think he's wearing like an Anubis mask. I don't know what happened. There was like a dog in my face. I thought I was in Ghostbusters 1. I was like, oh, she's a dog.
Oh.
Bet they didn't expect that.
Hi guys. Moving along, yippity-yippity-you-do. Oh Jesus. Oh, they're coming after me. They're
Uh-oh.
coming after me. Get help. Oh god. No! 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 I popped my
What?
super and ran straight into a
What
tether.
happened? Oh.
Wow. That was just rude.
That's just not polite. Oh wow! That
Are those
Nova
Nova?
bomb
Ah!
Nova bomb
No!
right there.
Homing Nova bombs.
Yeah.
No!
The lead is lost.
Oh
Battle
no!
is still close.
Get your tethers away. Well, golden gun. That's pretty much the rock that cancels all the scissors. Oh, that's another Nova bomb. I'm running again. I'm running again. It's gonna hit the building. If that thing flies through the door, I'm gonna lose it. Okay. Okay. Okay, we haven't completely gone off the rails. Okay, the Nova bombs are not flying through the doors yet. Ah! Okay, hammers. Hammers definitely cancel out storm trance. Note to self.
You're falling behind.
He said storm trance. Bonk. What were you? Yeah, okay. He kind of hit me with the "What are you
See,
thinking?"
this is why Titans
This
need
is not why
nerfs.
Titans need nerfs. You need nerfs.
Titans need nerfs.
You need nerfs. Lord. Just gonna.
Gain the lead. 2 for 1.
Everybody's Earth. Okay. Almost. Blade Barrage is so silly. It's basically a Hunter Nova Bomb. That apparently works in a 360-degree radius. Like, I've been behind somebody doing Blade Barrage and they still hit me with an ass sword. Like, really?
An ass sword.
Oh, that's a tether. That's not cute.
5 minutes. Could go
Arr.
yours. Could go theirs.
His name is seriously Yeaton Jotun. He's not dethroning the undisputed Guardian name, you know, Dredgen. Yeah, but he's close. Yeaton Jotun's pretty
No.
cool. Oh, the tether worked. I think Dredgen Yer is still on my friends list. By the way.
Dredgen Yer. You added
I had
Dredgen
to.
Yer.
How could I
to
not
your
add
friends
Dredgen Yer? He had like 7 R's in there. He knew how many R's Yer had. I mean,
This time.
yeah.
list?
Had his Tim's on and everything. Oh my gosh. You notice the bright engrams are now called fond memories
Don't let it upset
engrams.
you. This is
And apparently
mayhem.
after the next when the new season rolls in, we will
Try
not be able
throwing
to
more
purchase them anymore.
grenades.
They will be you
Really?
will not be able to buy bright engrams anymore. They will be they will be no, you'll still get them from leveling up in the season pass, but you can't buy them anymore because they want you to when you spend well they said their aim is that when you spend money they want you to know that you know they want you to know exactly what you're buying and what the value of it is. They're not going to do this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that
I
makes
feel
sense.
like we're about to lose the boxes of loot. Man.
That's good. They were not welcome
And
anyway.
it's so weird and so quaint when you think about loot boxes now, isn't it? We just had like a generation
Yeah.
of them just tearing apart the
They
design
just-
of
they-
every game that dared, that dared touch them.
Yeah, they just became kind of an epidemic for a minute, and it was like they were figuring out creative ways to include them. Like if you remember, there was the whole thing where a game would launch without them,
That's what Activision would do.
and then it would get added
That was
later.
an Activision move.
Yeah,
At
that's
least everybody
messed
else
up.
was honest enough to just stick the damn things in there from jump. As much as you might have hated it, at least you didn't get bamboozled, and the people who wrote the review for it didn't suddenly write an inaccurate piece. Like, that's despicable. And then
Yeah.
Activision didn't even care, because Activision would add loot boxes to remasters that never had them in the first place. It's one thing to stick, loot boxes in your brand new game. But when you've done a remaster, isn't the entire point to make the best version of whatever that game was at the time of its release, including having
Yeah.
all of the content it originally released with, just as a carrot. It's like, it's all there. But yeah, no, when Activision released Modern Warfare Remastered, Jim Sterling would call it Modern Warfare Rebostered. it not only had loot boxes in it, which, I mean, the game came out in 2007, so they added loot boxes to it, and then they they actually did not include all of the DLC maps and instead released them in the same kind of staggered release that they did back in the day for more than they cost back in the day.
Wow.
So yeah, loot boxes, supply crates, and DLC for a remaster that was somehow more expensive than it was when it originally came out in 2007. That's what Activision does.
Damn. That's
Crash
crazy.
Team Racing, that's a remaster of a pretty beloved Naughty Dog, you know, kart racer, etc. Game came out, well received, nice graphics, etc., etc. Everybody loved it. Cool, cool, cool. 6 months later, the game gets a patch. You can buy the Wumpa fruit with real money. You use the Wumpa fruit in Crash Team Racing to unlock other racers and other, you know, carts. You can, they patch the game so that you can buy the fruit with real money. It's like, what are you doing? This is a PS1 game.
Yeah.
What are you doing? So Activision just blatantly disrespected your face. EA, beautifully, you know, we have to thank God for EA, you know, because EA did what EA does, and they EA'd all over it in a way that made the government take notice and started a national discussion.
They EA'd
Yeah,
all
because
over.
everybody else was doing loot boxes, and while people hated it, it was a pretty self-contained unrest in the community. You know, CNN wasn't saying anything about it. Nobody cared. It was pretty self-contained as a source of avarice and consumer displeasure. Like, nobody gave a crap. But then EA had to EA it. EA wasn't doing loot boxes. No. I mean, they had the FIFA. They were pretty busy ruining their sports games, but no. No. Leave it to EA to integrate the most insidious application of loot boxes ever placed upon a game, and leave them to do it not to one of their own intellectual properties or original titles, but to do it to a Star Wars game. The heretofore, isn't it like the most popular like brand in the known universe? Star Wars. So they made a Star Wars game that,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's surprise
And
mechanics.
then to give the players a sense of pride and accomplishment, because everyone wants to play for 40 hours just to unlock Luke Skywalker. 40 hours of your life. No! The only thing I loved more than
Mayhem is a
EA
coming
just
together of
blatantly
friends.
disrespecting everyone's
Now do as
intelligence
friends do. Incinerate
and doing
each
it in
other
such
with
a
your
way
light.
that it put loot boxes on the map and made governments and UK Parliament and the Better Business Bureau and everyone take notice. But it was the people that defended it. The weird, out-of-touch, tone-deaf people. Some people who, as far as I'm concerned, should have known better. Defending it, like, what are you?
Yeah.
This isn't a bad thing, and people say games are too short, and then they do this, and it's too long, and I'm like, do you know what playing something for 40 hours is like to unlock one thing? That's not fun. That's not pride and accomplishment. That's not longevity.
fun.
You're talking about playing, like, you can play one RPG, you can play one action game for 40 hours. Hell, you can beat Gears of War in 15 hours. And that's a varied campaign with different levels, different things to do. You're talking about a character that costs so much of this game's in-game currency that you have to play the game for over 40 hours. And this is 40 hours of not unlocking anything else, not spending your points on anything else, not spending, not unlocking anything else because you're saving up all your points for this rigmarole. That's what you're doing. You're playing the game for 40 hours, unlocking nothing, so you can unlock one character that you get a chance to use every... It's like, no. This is the worst idea ever. And anybody that defends this, you're a nut job. Talking about that makes the game... It makes the game terrible. Okay.
That doesn't make it better. I don't
No,
think so. I
but,
mean,
well, that's when people want to call like gamers entitled. Like, yeah, I spent $60 so that I could not play the game I paid for, and so that people that have bottomless frivolity money can purchase themselves a distinct advantage over me. So not only do I have to play this game at a high level and save up all my points, but now I have to do it against potentially people who bought their way to having a good character. Why would I want to do that?
yeah.
Like, why would anyone want to do that?
Yeah, that's not fun
And
at all.
it was so obvious that when EA removed the ability to buy the loot boxes, the game structure just collapsed. Because in lieu of money, they had to introduce another oppressive, ridiculous grind to the game. And gradually over time, you know, they did things like they had all the heroes unlocked from the beginning, so you didn't have to get them. And in the 2 years since it has come out, it has actually finally turned into the game it honestly should have been, you know, originally. It's a fun, rewarding game with a great structure, no loot boxes, a fun way to unlock things, a lot of maps, a lot of modes, characters. 2 years later, it's the game it should have been when it came out. It has no loot boxes. It's an actual, real game, dear.
It's an actual game?
And
Oh
the
my
fact that EA
god.
was able to shut off the monetization, okay, weeks after it came out, and said that it wouldn't have a material impact on their earnings meant that you guys didn't even need to do this. Like, you already had a Star Wars game. You were already set to print shitloads of money. Why couldn't you have just made a game? People were gonna buy it.
Because they were...
It's Star Wars. And at the time, because The Last Jedi hadn't come out yet,
Yeah.
we didn't have the divided fan base. So it actually sold like a good 7 million copies.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Sound tactics bring
they went full EA. Just like when EA made their first live service game. They just took down their Christmas decorations this
I thought
week.
to myself, is that a miniature sun? But
Oh
no,
my
They
god.
just took down the Christmas
raining
decorations in
light on
Anthem.
your opponents. I love it.
Anthem is just like a punchline.
It's when EA makes a live. It's like EA makes a loot box game. Dun-dun. EA makes a live service game. Dun. Fart. Why? Apparently they're dedicated to it. They're gonna redo it. It's gonna be even better than it was before. But people are gonna have to weather a extended.
Are we
dry
gonna have
spell of
an...
content. They're like, you know, they took the things down. They're gonna be working on the game, but they were like, expect it to be kind of dry for a while. And I'm like, yep. People are gonna care.
Yeah.
Whenever you finish making, it's a year. It's like the year anniversary of this game. And well, I beat it, so.
How do you feel about that?
It was one of the most surreal, baffling experiences I've ever had finishing a game. And were it not for Brandon, I probably would have lost my mind or died of boredom. The fact that I barely remember...
Wow.
The fact that I barely remembered what we even did. Like, I know, like, it's always a nice little punchline in a movie review when they're like, yeah, you know, I forgot half the movie by the time I left the theater. But that's how I felt about Anthem. I didn't remember anything that had gone on, why it happened, how it went down. I just knew we killed a thing, and then what's-his-face betrayed us in the dumbest plot twist I've ever seen committed to in-game code. The worst plot twist I've ever seen was the friend betraying you, and then we fought the Monitor, and then the Monitor was supposed to be really cool. He had a really cool voice, and you know, you have a conceit where like an enemy, you know, an antagonist desires an artifact or something that has power that allows him to shape reality as he sees fit. There's a lot you can do with that, okay? I mean, that was only one gem. and Thanos' gauntlet. And you see what he was doing to people with the reality stone. Okay, just fucking with your brains, just messing with you. So I expected something from the Monitor, you know? And no. He turned into like some kind of giant crab monster, I don't know. And then he used the, you know, again, I'm telling you, it's basically, I'm not entirely sure because the storytelling is somehow worse than Destiny 1's, but I'm pretty sure the Anthem of Creation is like the reality gem. You know, you can actually shape, because the people that the ancient civilization that left this society behind, they were called the Shapers. And one of the strongest tools of the Shapers was the Anthem of Creation, and it's how they created all the blah blah blah. Now, that having been said, the Monitor got this power, and instead of, you know, turning the Earth into his own personal parking lot, or, I don't know, making a planet, you know what, instead of, he turned himself into a giant golem monster with it.
Okay.
The endless possibilities. He should have been Doctor Stranging it. I should have been in a multitude of shifting realities, like dynamically. Like I should have fought him, and then while I'm fighting him, the rainforest turns into a metal dome, and then the dome turns into prehistoric times. We should have been messing with timelines. I know that sounds really ambitious.
No, I mean, if you're gonna say that the Anthem of Creation has all this, like, power, then you gotta lean into that. You can't just have a golem
He turned into
thing.
some giant golem monster, and he was so unmemorable. His design was so generic and so painfully bland that I shit you not. I just fired at this big blue thing with a life bar until I saw an explosion. I don't even remember what his attacks were. Brandon and I just circle strafed him and fired bullets, endless bullets into him until he exploded, and then he died, and then Haddock and your other friend Smile, and
Feel that in my bones.
Because you did it, I guess.
But Halleck couldn't go to the final fight, so he got mad at you because he was like, "You're too old for this," and he was like, "No, I'm not too old," and then he's like, "Yes, I am too old," and it just, I've never seen such a profound waste. I've never in my entire career, have I seen such a profound waste of potential. Just phenomenal graphics, an amazing, an interesting concept that would lend itself to untold amounts of, unique, memorable gameplay mechanics and set pieces, all just wasted. Decent characters, decent world with no world build. I was baffled. I remember finishing it and just going, wow, we did this.
Yeah.
Like, we actually beat it and we beat it it was actually the patch to that terrible grind that they have already admitted they stuck in the game just to extend the length by another 10 hours or so. Brandon and I were already halfway through that grind as they patched it. So bless them that they patched it, because that made it easier. But I have never blanked out so much. It was incredible. And then after we beat it, we both looked at each other like, alright, so now what?
Wow.
It was like, alright, so now what do we do? Like, what's the end game? Oh. Okay. Well, we could play this. We could play a mission on Grandmaster. Now that our level is up. He's like, okay, yeah, okay, we can do that. And then we did. And then we played one mission, and then we both looked at each other again and went, all right.
A well-fought victory.
So
Yeah.
how's your Fort Tarsus? Ah, you know, bunch of exclamation points. All right, I'm gonna go talk to some people. Yeah, I'm gonna talk to some people too. Dead silence for like 10 minutes. It's like, oh jeez, this is bad. It had no campaign. It had no end game. Just the best thing about it. The best thing about the game was the flying, and the flying was tethered to the most questionable cooldown mechanic ever. Because like they couldn't even let you fly and have fun doing that. You had to fly through waterfalls and fly close to the water and do it. Like I don't even. You know what, dear? I don't even mind that there's a cooldown. If the cooldown was like 60 seconds,
No.
or 30 seconds, like if you had a substantial amount of time to fly before you started overheating, like you can keep that mechanic in there. I actually thought it was cool skimming the water to cool it off, or finding waterfalls, or changing my. I thought that was pretty cool as a stopgap measure, I guess. But no, I'm like flying, and then my jets run out. You know how big Bastion is? Then I fall like 800 feet past like 10 islands and land, and then run for like another city block, and then I jump up and I fly again, and it's like this. Even the fly.
That's the worst.
Doesn't want me to have fun.
That's the. I know. It's like, you know what? It's like the game is like, wait. We don't want you to have too much.
Clearly,
fun.
because every time the game broke in a significant way and broke the loot system to make it 10 times more generous, BioWare, seemingly with lightning speed, was able to patch it out. But oh no. Oh, it took me a week, and it took me a week just to get a. Took me what? It took a month.
Destroy them with your light.
To get the game a pause screen. But oh no, they're getting too much loot. They're having too much fun. The game actually feels rewarding. We gotta take that out. Oh, that thing? Oh, you mean where the default weapon is the strongest weapon in the game because of the way the game calculates damage variables? So the default weapon is the strongest weapon? Really? It gets stronger even if you unequip all of your armor? Oh, don't fix that. Fix the loot.
Yeah.
Anthem. Oh no. I think, and it's sad because I think the game wanted to be a single player game at one. I mean, I know they say
really
that they were
did.
like, oh yeah, you know, we always wanted it to be a cooperative game. That might be true, but the design of what we got, and I was so sad when I was saying repeat. I was like, this feels like a shell, man. I feel like we got Destiny. I was like, this feels like a shell of a game that should have existed.
You're falling behind.
And then it was. I'm like, that is not even surprising to me. The game doesn't have a pause screen. But, I think it's very telling that I couldn't even play it ironically.
You're in the lead.
It made me you know what, in many ways, it made me appreciate Destiny so much. Like, it gave me, like, I've been playing Destiny for a while, and somehow Anthem gave me such a deep, it actually deepened my appreciation for Destiny. Which, wow.
Same, you know, just the ways in which, you know, the Bungie's engineers thoughtfully hid their load screens.
Everything.
Or the loading time.
Just about everything about the way the game is designed is very thoughtful in terms of the instances, the way the world unfolds, the way the servers work. Like, you don't appreciate that until you play a game that doesn't bother to do it. When there's load screens.
Load screens just when you're going into a tunnel or something. Like, that's hardcore. I didn't even Like, I was not ready for that.
Yeah, I don't think any of us were ready for that. Like, we went into a cave loading screen. Then inside the cave, there's like a
Yeah.
drain pipe that leads into the catacombs. Another loading screen. It's like, what? What?
Only
Okay.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
And like I said, dude, like Destiny 1, its story issues aside, very mechanically polished, very well considered gameplay.
Yeah.
The placement, like all the little things, dear, like the placement of the buttons on the controller, you know, the way the mechanics work together. All of these things are considered design decisions that make the game play a certain way, and it's a way that Bungie wants you to play
Yeah.
it. Like, dear, you saw what I did in that video. I ran up to my bubble, slid through it, looked down, threw a grenade, jumped out of the bubble, and turned around, landed on a platform. That is how well the game's controls work together. They're like, you can do that and that and that. We thought of that. We thought of that already. Like,
Yeah.
because I play with an Elite controller, I can revive people while I'm still aiming and firing at people. Why? Because even if I'm aiming and firing my guns and moving around like a lunatic, the game still acknowledges that I'm holding X to revive someone. They didn't have to do that.
Don't drop your guard. The enemy
That's
is
a lot of
persistent.
buttons to hold at the same time while you're doing a bunch of things, but they thought of it, and it's possible. It's little things
Yeah.
like that
Right.
that make you appreciate the fact that you can't revive your teammates in Anthem unless you are standing completely still over their nebulously marked corpse. Like,
Yeah.
Be standing completely still. Like, what? Ow! Or, hey, all of these enemies that you fight, we have 5 races. They not only look different, but they all sound different. They make different noises. They all use
Yeah.
different weapons that sound different ways. They may have the same basic structure, like minions, captains, knights, you know.
Yeah.
But they all look and sound different. They all fire things differently. They have slightly different tactics that you have to
When
use to
you're
beat.
around, it happens
I dare
so
anyone
much
to
faster.
tell me the difference between 2 enemies in Anthem. They all look like Cabal Scions. Like, they all look like miniature Cabal Scions that fire little machine guns at you. So much
Yeah.
so, you can't even tell when you're getting hit or where you're getting hit from because the game doesn't show you that very well. Meanwhile, when your shield breaks in Destiny, you get warning beeps, the screen flashes and gets blurry, blood starts to cover the screen, a little arrow in the center tells you which direction it's coming from. All those little things. Mission design, AI, enemies, powers, abilities, I appreciated Destiny so much. I was like, wow. It was their first crack at it.
Yeah.
No one else had done this before them, really. Borderlands is a co-op game. It's a co-op looter shooter. You know,
Right.
no one else had done what Bungie was doing, and they somehow had the foresight to include every considerate design decision, and then some. I was like, EA, you done went full EA. Good luck to you.
And full
Good
EA.
luck to you. But I mean, you're competing in a large pond. That pond has Destiny 2, Monster Hunter World, and the Division 2 in it. All right. I mean, hell, even Borderlands 3 is out, but you're talking. I think those are the 3 heavyweights of the live service genre. The Division, Destiny, and
Yeah.
yeah. The Division, Destiny, and what's it called? Monster Hunter World.
In Monster
Yeah.
Hunter World. Yeah, I agree with that
Like-
assessment.
Dear Geralt, I'm gonna say it again. Geralt of Rivia was in Monster Hunter World. Jesus. Dear The Witcher was hunting monsters. So appropriate. So appropriate.
That actually made a lot of sense. That's
Yes.
them. I can't even front.
And it was free. It was free.
And it was free. That's crazy.
all of its expansions, save for the most recent one that actually added a chunk to the game, were free. I said, you guys, Capcom never did I mean, Monster Hunter is definitely its own beast, and they've been doing it for quite some time. But Monster Hunter was amazing. Love that game. Hunt a T-Rex in that game, and then watch it get eaten by a giant bat. It gave me a hunger for that kind of thing in Destiny, to be honest. I really like what Monster Hunter World does. We should play that again sometime, like a little bit. We should revisit it and mess around in it and see what's different. That'd be fun because it's such a living world. Like if Destiny had Monster Hunter's world design, oh my gosh. I was
think
visiting every planet
that's
every day just to see what's going on.
yeah.
What are the Cabal doing on Mars? Oh shit, they're eating the Vex.
Yeah, I think that is something that maybe they can work on for the, I guess what they're calling year 4 now.
I mean, yeah, I wonder how much they can get done within this particular framework, because this game is still designed the way it is. Like, there's no room for something like dynamism or, you know, there isn't really.
Yeah.
There's so many scripts running in the background of this beast already. The things that are keeping us in our game, that's also supporting 6 other people in this instance. You know, there's a lot.
Oh shit.
This game has a lot going on under the hood.
Yeah.
Just the fact that it works is proof enough. Like,
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
just the fact that it manages to work the way it does. Like, when you get booted or when you get server issues or something, it's genuinely baffling. You're like, oh, what the hell? What?
Yeah. Right. Like when there are issues, you're just like,
What do you mean
what
it's
the
not
hell?
working? What do you mean error code cabbage? So, I just... I gotta say, you know, it may take time, and I don't know what their next endeavor is, but I think the moment they get to really, the moment they get to really infuse some new technology into Destiny, they have a chance to really make something special and have a world that can be dynamic, that can have enemies that live in like an ecosystem and play off of each other rather than, you know, like apparently this engine can handle, like, I think it can handle 9 enemies and I think up to 45 to 50 AI scripts at the same time.
Wow,
like,
that's crazy.
Like, dear, when you do escalation protocol and there's like 20 thrall, like there's 20 thrall, 2 ogres, 10 knights, 3 cabal in the distance just fighting someone for no reason. Like, it's hard to remember that there is AI driving every single one of those characters on the screen. There has to be, otherwise how would they move? How would they dodge things? You know, how would they do anything? They're all being controlled individually. That's nuts. I would wager, though. What would you say? Would you cut that number down by about maybe 20 or so, or 30 or so, if it meant that you had 20 smarter enemies on the screen? Because it's not like Bungie can't do that, because you've played the first 3 Halos. You've seen like how good Bungie's AI can be and how much personality it has. And if you haven't, we're gonna play it on Heroic, you nut. Because on Heroic is where you see the meats. That's where you really see the craziness, like elites that roll out of the way from grenades. grunts that just pop their grenades and try to run into you with them as a last ditch effort. You know, elites that hide it behind cover and do all sorts of like. Bungie was able to do that because they only had like 7 or 8 enemies on the screen. There wasn't.
Yeah.
They didn't have to divide up the brain pie quite as much. So, I don't know. I would say less enemies, but make them, you know, more real.
Yeah.
I would love to see Vex that mechanically march in a symmetrical line. Maybe you can sneak past them. Maybe if you see Vex out in the field, you don't have to fight them. Maybe Vex can be building a spire or something instead. You know, like they're doing something. They're not just waiting for you to come around the corner. That kind of thing is cool. Like in Halo, you used to be able to sneak up on enemies. Sometimes you could hear the grunts talking to each other.
What the hell? Wow.
I don't even know what kind of equipment I'm using right now. I know it's nothing useful. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you. Yes, you're welcome, everyone. You're welcome. I'll be here all week.
Doors open. Where can we find the Genesis?
Y'all heathens.
In the self-organized criticality of the synthoneural terminus.
Thank you, expert penguin.
Just
I'm gonna get on my broom here before the official sparrow of my warlock. The greatest thing ever. I need to SRL in this thing before Destiny 2 is over. Luke Smith. Make it happen.
Luke Smith did not even mention
The only
SRL
problem
in his director's cut.
And the thing is, the thing that worries me about that is, like, you know, he also said something in the director's cut about, you know, we don't want you to have, we don't want to have another situation where, you know, we have to nuke the tower and then you lose all your stuff again. I'm really wondering how that how that's going to assert itself should they make a sequel. Like, are we going to keep weapons in the weapon pool? Are we gonna have the same game? I know they're changing the longevity of weapon life. That was an interesting take there. You know how he said, you know, instead of a weapon lasting forever, they're gonna try and have it somewhat more like Destiny 1, where it's like you had weapons that were great, you know, but you can only infuse them up to a certain point, and then after that, you'll just have to use stronger weapons. They're gonna go back to doing that, apparently. And he said maybe the average lifespan of a weapon is, I don't know, 12 to 15 months. Which, honestly, isn't bad.
That's not bad.
I was very resigned when they started doing that in Destiny 1, but then I realized, you know, if they didn't do it, I probably would still be using the old stuff.
Yeah, I'd probably still be using the Galahorn if they hadn't nerfed it.
Well, not that they nerfed it, but they stopped you from infusing it past level 150.
Yeah.
And then they brought it back, you know, after they nerfed it in Rise of Iron.
Yeah.
That was a cool quest, though.
Yeah,
you had
they
to, like,
brought
rebuild
it
it.
Yeah, oh my god, that was so fun. Yeah.
Yeah, like, that I don't mind.
Get the black
But, like, things
Galahorn.
like your titles, accolades, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I want new things as much as anybody else, but I need to feel like I've done something. Did someone just die?
Odd. We're monitoring the Meridian's resonant frequencies as you explore.
Hey.
I thought I recognized the voice of
Bang.
Osiris.
Bang.
Oh, hello.
No.
Hello. Are you ready for hand dukins? Hand dukins?
I'm ready for hand dukins, yes.
Alright. Let's do this Monte Carlo Hadouken combo once more for the kids at home. Ooh, Radiance. You go, sir.
Ooh. Well of radiance.
Oh
I
yeah, I was
see.
standing in that beast. Oh. Ah! I think they shot my grenade in midair and it blew up in my face. That's fun.
Good stuff.
I just want to know where they learned that.
They learned that from
Oh, for the love of Dick! Ah! Somebody's got to warn me when y'all do that. Y'all are just...
Oh, that's an overlord.
Overload? I'm using the Monte Carlo,
Yeah.
so I'm not using my overload gun right now. Do you have anything?
I don't think I have anything for overload enemies.
Me either. Hold on, you're gonna have to wait for me to equip it then. I need a second and a distraction.
Okay.
I need to switch to the steel feather repeater. Ah!
Okay.
Hadoukens! Hadoukens! Alright, get him. Get this fool. Okay. That didn't work out the way I thought it would. There we go. Okay. Huh. Yeah.
Alright. Yay,
Grenades.
we got him.
Love them. Love grenades.
Mm.
Air grenades. Okay, maybe not. He killed everything.
Yeah. Grenades everywhere.
Everywhere. Alright, then I'm switching to Ariana's Vow for the secondary. Or maybe I should... Yes. I will float and Jotun the world.
Jotun the
Everybody's getting
world.
Jotunned.
At least until... Do you have anti-barrier thingies? Okay.
I do.
Because I had to give up my anti-barrier... I had to give up Ariana's Vow for this.
You've never told me about your fire team, Asher.
No hands only!
What is there to say?
Haha.
Hunters, the
Yes.
both of them.
I know.
I
am
hired
an
them
asshole.
for an
Thank you.
earlier expedition, and we...
Jotun!
You are a mad
Until
person.
we didn't.
Jotun! Am I though?
Whoa.
Are you sure I'm not
You
just
are.
ahead of the curve? Like, see, I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve.
You know? Ooh.
I think there's an overload minute. Oh! Wow. I'm sitting here like, I think there's an overload
Oh,
minute,
yep.
and it hit me in the back of the head. That's cool. I'm gonna stagger
Wow.
him. We got the overload rounds. Get him!
Okay.
Guardian down.
Ah! They got me.
Good gravy. Alright. It's not good, but I got you. Huh! Get out
Hey!
of
BAMBOOZLED.
my house, you... Okay. How can you do that? I am supering.
Is that
They're
an
both
overload
overloads, and
thing
they're
as
both
well?
coming after me!
Guardian down.
Ah.
Good God. Alright. One thing at a time. Oh, wow. They're all here. The whole family's here.
Oh my god, now I have to do this whole thing again. Ugh.
I guarantee you, whatever you're going through,
Guardian down.
it's not as bad
What
as
the
this.
hell?
What are you doing?
Okay.
And
I'm
dead.
doing the whole thing with the light thingamabob.
Talking about light thingamabob. Oh, that's another. Ah, it's another warlock. Fantastic. We're a magic family.
Yeah.
Where did it put me?
Yeah, he's gonna. I think he's coming back for us.
Coming
Oh,
back for
thank you,
Where did
sir.
I die?
Thank you.
Where did I end up?
Appreciate you.
Oh, I'm in the corner.
Way out there.
Respawning. I won't bother y'all. Oh, good. I get to jump down through this thing again. Ollie Ollie Hudson free!
That's what I was saying before.
Arr.
That is what I was saying
Well, my ghost
before.
made it down. Go revive me. Oh, you're playing tag with that Minotaur. I see you.
Ah. I can respawn in like 8 seconds.
I'm gonna respawn right now. I'll just be a little less reckless. I thought I could survive it.
Alright.
You want me to get you?
I'm right behind you. I'm right behind you.
Oh, you should have just stayed down there. Now you gotta jump through that thing. Yo, ton! I feel like I need to announce its name, but you know, I keep getting pooped on.
Did you? Oh yeah.
Woo!
Oof.
Nope, there's still one left. Let us not rest on our crabs just yet. We still got 2 more to go.
Did you stagger the overload one?
That's my ability. Let's just give him more than one target to kill. Alright, I think our friend over there is almost gone. Get him! Ah!
There's
got
one
him.
more.
Or I'm getting him. Get him! Get him! Get him! Is it gaining health? Get out of here with that! Hadouken! Alright. Oof. One
Oof.
uppercut later. I love that finisher, by the way. Oh my gosh.
Well, that was a challenge.
Booga booga booga! What? Do you not booga booga?
We're analyzing live data from your team and
Uh-oh.
brace yourself. I believe our Gensum scribe is genuinely confounded.
Inaccurate! I have never been confounded in my life.
Alright, I tried. And then I got shot. I got shot. I got shot. No, I really got shot. No, I really got shot. No, I got shot for real.
You got really,
Yeah.
got shot for real?
Don't mock me. What the?
You should
Ah.
find yourself before an abyss of swirling data.
Karma.
Various realities being written and overwritten.
You're not gonna bring me back?
Where were you? I don't.
Okay, fine.
I don't know where you.
You ran right past
It's okay. Don't revive
me.
yourself yet. Wait until I run through all these things and then revive. That way
Okay.
you can appear at the end of it. Let me get through this portal. Don't revive yet. Not until I tell you to.
Okay.
Alright, now revive yourself.
Okay. Perfect.
You got through? Ooh.
Yep, I got through.
See, silver lining. Nudes just wanna have fun. Oh, you're not even an Overlord Minotaur, you're just an asshole. It's just a wanted enemy. Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Like, oh no, he's Ric Flairing. Alright. Have we gone too far? Hey guys. Oh, come on, don't do this to me, guys. Ah! Don't do it! Give me them cheeks! Alright. We're making it. Barely. Hi.
Hello.
Oh, I was saying hi to the Minotaur, but hello to you too. Yeah. Alright, we got Overlord Minotaurs on the top spire thingies. They're gonna be the hardest part. Machine guns akimbo, etc. at the etc. Who's ready to take out some Minotaurs?
Guardian down.
Okay.
Alright, I'm out. That was like all of my good ammo.
Okay.
I've got nothing left but primary now. I was working on the right. Oh my goodness, it followed me down here. I was working on the right side. Yeah, so if you want to go for the right side Minotaur's weakened if he hasn't healed himself up yet. Nope, he's already healed up. Overlord Minotaurs are weird like that. They heal themselves. Not a fan.
Yeah. And
Shit. Satan. Not today.
alright. Not today, Satan.
Who died? Where's our dead friend? Oh, never mind. Oh god, the left side is just brutal. Holy fuck! Alright. I'm gonna stagger him.
Yeah.
Ready?
Wait, hold on. Okay. Oof.
That didn't work? God!
Didn't work. Oh, and I'm down.
I'll get you in a second. I really want to work on this dude.
Thank you.
Alright, I got the one on the right. All we have is the one on the left now.
Like nothing works on him. Jesus.
I'll overload him. As soon as they staggers, anything will hit him in the butt. Get him!
Wish I had something heavy. I do not.
I think bringing Jotun was originally a troll idea, but I think that actually turned out pretty good. Yeah, I was just gonna have fun with it, but it's actually been really useful. Hadouken.
Nice.
According to my projections, you should now be approaching the lake of radiolarian fluid where I was afflicted.
Afflicted? Is that what you call what happened to your arm?
Just an ominous
Is that what you call that? You call it being afflicted? Where I was afflicted. It's like, okay, yeah, okay.
We're in some kind of interdimensional terminal.
Are you hitting me? Is somebody hitting me? What the fuck?
Inform the
Not me.
Like a bunch of enemy shrapnel just fell from the sky and hit me.
Weird.
I guess you killed some Vex on your way down. Okay, the Genesis mine is gonna be kinda tricky,
I guess.
but let me get my Monte Carlo out because I feel like that'll be actually a slightly better. I'm gonna use the Vorpal. What's the name of it? Oh, there we go. I'm gonna use the Trophy Hunter. Yeah, there we go. I've got.
Oh, the Trophy Hunter.
I've got boss spec on it, and see, that's what that thing does. 17,000 a shot. Yeah, 17,000. And then I can use my hand Dukin to take out these little Vex parties. Heyo.
Your hand
Gotta
Dukin.
respect the hand Dukin, too. The Monte Carlo knows. I have extra projectiles for absolutely no reason. It's so beautifully disrespectful. Shit. Alright, somebody help me out here. I got a healing rift down. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
Now I'm standing on top of a thing.
Oh.
Well, now I know how a Tetris piece feels. Get him. Get him. Oof.
Man.
Alright.
Man, that was
for
just
fireballs.
disrespectful, as you said.
That thing is gonna shoot me once and take me out. I don't have any rifts or anything right now, so I'm kind of dry, sorry. Ooh,
Okay.
a little bit dry. I think we got it though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just have to actually steal it now. All right. F your. I'm not even gonna try and shoot it. It's just gonna teleport. Right. Yep, there it is. Is it gonna teleport in the middle? Yep, we got it in the middle. It's crab time. I think putting boss spec on the sniper rifle is the best thing I've ever done. Not today, my satanic friend. Woo!
Satanic friend.
Prism, core, and the Storm Dancer's brace.
Yes, I've dreamt of
That is a
it.
reward.
I woke
Yeah,
up
that's
without my
real.
arm.
That is a rewarding
Yeah.
ordeal. Good choice.
Yes.
Good call on that Nightfall.
I just made it to level 50.
Nice,
Yay.
nice. Is that our closing crab? Is that why you picked it? Good, that means no. Alright, good, that means no. We're gonna... Oh.
I mean, we could do like a...
There's no wrong answer.
Like a gambit or something.
I'm down if you're up.
Okay.
So we covered today. We've covered getting the live service game right. Things that improve that would improve Destiny. Luke Smith and his director's cut.
His director's cut.
The true result of the Empyrean Foundation, aka the
nice little cutscene.
Damn it. That's a lot of fractaline, yo. I've got like 22K in my pocket right now, and I gotta tell you, 9.7 billion is unfathomable. Should have gotten Saint 14, like breakdancing, like a cutscene of that or something. I would have been down for that, like a dance number, Saint 14 and Zavala and.
I would have loved to have seen like a, if they were gonna make the cutscene the reward, then it should have been a lot more epic.
Right? Like, where was Osiris? Where was Saint 14? Where was... Alright, so I get it. Like, he goes in, plugs your artifact into the thing, the light beam flies up, and then Osiris comes out from around the corner and goes, "Fantastic job, Guardian. I've been waiting for this moment for quite some time. Now, the trials of Osiris can..." And then Saint 14 comes out from around the other corner. "Thank you, Guardian, for your help with the Empyrean Foundation. Osiris,
What are you doing here?
Ah, Saint 14. I was just congratulating the Guardian on reviving the trials of Osiris.
The trials of what? I think you're mistaken, friend.
What?
These are my trials now.
You know, like, oh my goodness. You know, I would have been alive for that. Just Osiris getting okay boomered by Saint. Like, wait a minute. I think you may be a bit misinformed, sir. We're not calling them the trials of Osiris this time around. You're exiled. Okay? You go back into the corridors
In case that was not
find yourself a
clear.
reality where trials of Osiris still exists.
Oh my god.
Something tells me you've spent too much time in the corridors, my friend. This is not the reality where Trials of Osiris continues.
Oh my goodness. Osiris in his dirty bird hat. I said it.
Cabal on
Dirty
the field.
bird hat.
Let's break back.
He wanted to be an African Grey so bad.
Oh
Follow
man.
the Cabal Emperor's Athenaeum words.
They told him in the Infinite Forest he could be anything. He chose to be an owl.
Let's dance.
Just taking the piss out of us.
Hey, you're a dredgen. Fight like one, brother.
I am indeed a dredgen.
Hostiles inbound
Wait,
at the
I'm a
beach.
dredgen? Wait a minute. I'm not playing as my... Interesting. Well, I guess since I have the title period, he just says it period. No, because I don't have that title equipped right now. I mean, I don't think I... It's not universal. Yeah, it's not universal. That's interesting. Yeah,
Oh,
my
that's
Warlock doesn't have that title
Yeah.
equipped. Oh, look, Defty Dex 108 is a savior. He did the thing. Soon, my friend.
I don't
Soon,
like
my
them.
friend. Hopefully I will get it. Still up in the air. Subjecting myself to the sweat crucible is actually a decision I have to make. It's tangibly no joke in there, and when you lose, you actually lose rank.
Hostiles at the trees.
Oof. My butt hurt after that, dear. My buttocks were genuinely in pain.
Wow.
That first time I dropped rank.
Really?
Yes. It was not pleasant. This is a weird experience for me because I'm not used to gambiting as my Warlock. So, excuse me if I noob out a little bit. I'm trying my best.
You're gonna do
I
fine,
don't know,
dear.
I'm kind of dying. But thank you.
Incoming
I
wave at
feel
the
it
ruins.
fade.
Portal is primed. Lock and load.
I will
Allies
not
headed to
invade
the other
unless...
side.
Okay, good. I like him. He's proactive. The savior guide. He's invading. I'm just going to go deposit these 13. Something tells me I should do it. This feels like the right time.
Yeah.
I'd wait for 15, but something tells me to just
Sending
leave it
medium block.
be.
Your allies back with 2 kills under their belt. High value target identified. Get 'em.
High value target.
Take and run popping up on the enemy side. Good. Portal's ready.
I value target.
This Monte Carlo
Hostiles
Attunement
at
of
the
Sky
trees.
combo is just too much. This is so good. Oh man, I miss being a Warlock.
Being a warlock is the best life.
It's definitely, you know, I definitely have a lot of fun casting space magic. Rather than figuring out the best way to knee someone in the chest. Even though that does have its merits as a viable strategy. Okay? Let's not get it twisted. Oh my goodness. Kill everything over here. Everything. All of it.
Guardian down.
Ah!
Everything here will fall! And in the ashes,
Your allies back.
we'll deposit a better moat. I am so creative.
Deposit the bitter moat.
Self-aggrandizing humor. Alright, I've got 15. Y'all pick up the rest of those.
You're nearly there. Fill the bank.
It's time to fill this bizank. Is this Prime?
Go say hello.
Yes.
Oh, man. Oh, I don't have any. Wow, I just realized. I don't have any Gambit Prime armor for my Warlock.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they're gonna have to make some quest universal because I don't see why I should have to do this thing again as the Warlock when my bank can already do tier 3 moats. Like, there's no reason I should have to do the whole. Oh my god, where did that come from?
He's in the middle.
Is he?
He got me with the truth.
Shite.
Yeah.
Oh, I saw him. Maybe too late, but I saw him. Yeah, I saw him.
You see him?
I don't know if he'll get me, but
Your
oh,
ally
nice.
neutralized the
Good
invader.
stuff.
Yeah, somebody got him. Nice.
Good stuff.
Allies headed to the other
I got
side.
one of the envoys.
Nice.
Got the other one. Alright. Pool is up.
Make that
I
primeval
threw down a
eat
rift.
your light.
Invaders
I'm
on
here.
the field, watch your
brace
cheeks.
yourself.
Oh,
Invader
good stuff.
down. You're clear.
Nice.
He must have clipped somebody. 3 seconds left on Primeval Slayer.
Oh, I'm not doing.
Some damage is better than no damage. It's all good. Let's see
Yeah.
where the next envoys are popping.
Not doing enough damage. Yeah.
Ugh. Scary.
Yeah.
Guardian down.
Ah, god damn
Where are
it.
you?
Primeval got me.
I think
I'm
he's getting me, right?
Invader
Shit. Invaders on the field.
Yeah, someone got me.
Whoa! Right across for. He's right next to us.
I see him.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, god
Shit.
damn it.
That's all right.
Invaders out.
It's all right. They still have 22 freaking modes.
We need to
All we
just-
have to do is just continue making any kind of progress at all on the Primeval, and we're pretty solid for a little bit.
Yeah.
Your light readings off the charts. Tear the primeval to pieces.
Oh! Healing.
Invaders.
Invaders
Alright.
be invading. I see nothing. Across the map! By the beach.
Across the map. Oh, I
Got
see
him.
him. I see him. I see him.
You're clear.
Yeah.
Nice.
Alright, alright, alright. They still have 4 blockers on our bank. Oh man. We're gonna have to kill those things eventually. But I guess for now they
Yeah.
can live there. There's nothing but blockers. It's like, I guess if we had bank, they'd
I
be
know. I
draining
was
it.
like, should I even bother to take
Like,
them out?
I mean, we
Yeah.
could, we should, because they are like, you know, they are the embodiment, the physical embodiment of cock block. But
Your light
Hey.
supercharged.
Yeah.
hey,
Turn up
yeah,
the
see what I
heat
mean?
of
Like all
that
these
primeval.
fireballs flying into our faces. That's blockers.
Oh.
Hey guys, just gonna save you here. Oh God.
Thank you. Much
All of
appreciated.
that landed on me. I am so sorry. I think that's our whole damage phase right there.
Yeah, okay, so we're gonna have to take out those blockers.
Yeah, see? That's the danger of that's the,
Yeah.
the momentary danger of blockers. I don't see the invader, do you?
No, I don't.
I think I just got shot at. Okay, no.
Okay, I'm gonna work on maybe taking out those blockers because I feel like that's gonna keep happening.
It is. Especially if they have line of sight.
Oh, I see the invader. He's in the middle, next to the blockers.
Got him at the last second. Wow. Yeah, that the blocker problem is yeah, it's definitely a problem. I'm gonna work on the blockers a little bit.
Portals up. Go look him in the eyes.
Ooh, heavy. Hello. That'll help me.
Allies headed to the other side.
Oh God. I knew it was gonna happen. I went for the heavy, but I knew that was gonna happen. But I thought it was worth the risk. Oh wow, they got their primeval up, boo.
Yeah.
Have to work a little bit faster. Get these blockers out of here. Fuck.
I'm trying,
It's
but
all good.
like...
You're good. You're good. You're good. Team. There is no expert penguin in TEAM. Okay. All right, blockers are out. Ugh.
Yes.
Oof.
Jesus. Alright, that's one.
The lead. Burn that primeval down. Portal's ready.
All right, Annie up. Get that fool.
All right. Feed your
Invader,
lungs to
watch
that
it.
Primeval. Invader's here. Brace yourself.
I'm keeping an eye out. I don't see it.
Oh, we're gonna take that thing out.
You do that. I'm gonna keep an eye for the invader. Oh, nice.
You're clear.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah.
Made that look simple.
Yeah.
I don't have shoulders, but I can still.
We
dance.
killed that.
That was good.
That was fun.
You work so fast. I figured I'd
How'd you
find
like
a place
that
never
dual
ran out of
warlock
things to
action
kill.
today?
But you
right.
outpaced Gambit Prime.
All right.
That was
So
fun.
who needs the nerfs? All right. Look at you see that? You see who deposited them? Do I? Who needs the nerfs? Who needs?
Mm-hmm. Titans need nerfs.
You know what? I just refuse to give me my shine. It's all right. It's all right. Y'all hating ass. Got hate in your blood. See. Whenever
Hate in your blood.
He revives you with hate.
With hate.
What do you have? The salty ghost? For ghosts who are concerned about their guardian's blood pressure. Is that what you have? You have the sodium ghost equipped? Okay. Let me inspect you for a second here. Ah, the salt sweat shell. I knew it. For ghosts who lose track
Salt.
of sodium. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that sounds about right. Hey, that's what your ghost says. I mean, don't look at me. Let's see what you've got equipped here.
Mm-hmm.
The salt hood. The salt artist. Mm-hmm. The salty rose. Yes. The kosher boots. I see. Ah, the Old Bay Bond. Mm-hmm. I should have known.
Man, that's a lot of salt.
I mean, I don't know how you equip all this stuff. Without, you need to put restrictions on these, like exotics. You should only be able to equip at least 1 or 2 of these at a time. All right, Salty. How'd you feel about today here? I think we made you some progress.
That was fun.
Like a true pro.
Yeah, I'm on level 50 now. So that's good.
only 49 more levels to go.
Only 49 more to go. Indeed.
You will reach full pigeon. Are you excited?
I'm pretty excited. Like, not only about the pigeon, but like these virtuous ornaments.
Oh, have you been liking them?
Yeah, they're pretty
I'm
cool.
using a really good one. I think it's on, since we're both the same class now, I can just recommend it. I think it's called, hold on. Oh, here we go. Okay, so it's a solar, let's see. I think it's a solar bond mod. Yes, it's a solar bond mod, right? There's one called Heal Thyself, where grenade final blows will heal you if you're charged with light. And there's another one, which is probably the one you'd love the most, which is Firepower. It says, when charged with light, regain a portion of your grenade energy when you use your grenade. And it consumes 1 stack of charged of light. Yeah, that takes 4 energy. But that's one of the Dawn mods. That's right up your alley, since you are a grenade. You are a soothsayer of grenades.
Checking.
Ooh.
I do like me some
Storm
grenades.
Dancer's brace was 960. 960. Wow, and 61 power. I think that's a win. Yeah, my old one was 950, but 58 power. So, boosh. I don't use the Storm Dancer's brace a lot, but I can. That's a good PvE brace. I really like the chromatic fire, though.
Indeed.
I really like the chromatic fire.
Yeah.
It's the vest that, when you kill enemies with precision kills, they explode. That's just what it does. Just people explode. I'm down.
You like it when people explode, don't you?
If you're giving... Alright, listen. You already know I go out of my way to get rolls that have dragonfly or, you know, the things that make the people explode. But this vest gives every weapon you... But the vest gives... Kinetic precision kills create elemental explosions. Kinetic precision kills. That means I can take the vigilance wing and make people explode with it. Yes. You can shoot someone with the old-fashioned or the steel feather repeater or the patron of lost causes, and they will explode instantly. That is hysterical. It's amazing.
Indeed.
It's a little easy. Warlocks get the fun vests. I mean, you know, I do like headbutting people, but it's a cool-ass exotic. Why do Warlocks have the cool ones? Talking about we need... Man, you need nerfs. Watch, look at what I'm wearing. I'm wearing it right now. When you're done with your vault, you will see.
Okay.
I'll be right back. Baka! Send in the baka!
Oh, the vigilance swing. Okay. Yeah.
you watch the Crucible last night?
You're doing your part out there, I hope. With the Crucible.
And in the crabs. Send in the crustaceans. Are you not marveling at my vest?
I've seen it. It's cool. I like it.
This is the greatest emote.
That's a fun one. Yeah. Like you just stand there and make a thing.
It's called the Stormcaller's Patience or something like that.
Patience. Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I think it was worth the $5. I kind of like it.
$5.
Listen. Before Forsaken came out, I was spending that free silver on something. They were like, "Oh, we're gonna take everything, including your silver." I said, "Oh, really? Well then, looks like I'm finally gonna spend this 1,000 silver I've been sitting on for 2 years." So yeah, I bought this emote. And yeah. I bought something else. I think it was a weapon skin or something, or a head skin. It was something. I don't know. It was something cheap. But this was definitely cool. The Titan has a cool one where they're like standing there with their shield like Captain America, impatiently waiting for the bus. That one's pretty nice. What? Yeah, well, what? Check the Eververse store. giving me the IRL ellipses, man.
No, I mean I do remember seeing that, but I just realized I don't know what Tess has right now. So perhaps let's go check.
Interesting looking ship.
Let's go check.
Hey, I didn't really check either. Let's see. Oh!
I just got a cool ghost. That's
there's
cool.
a Lord of Wolves ornament. Called Packmaster's Command.
Oh, what is this ship?
I'd probably want that.
A prod?
Oh man, I don't have enough bright dust. No. Oh my gosh, the cowbell emote. There's a cowbell emote. Oh my god, it actually makes cowbell noises. Here, there's cowbell. There's cowbell. So much cowbell. You need 3 people to do it though. Oh, nutty. All right, I think I'll go for this then. This emote. That'll probably be the easier thing to get. All right, there's a bunch of Crucible bounties. Did you knock out some Crucible bounties?
Yeah, I did all of them.
Nice. All right, as long as we are getting you optimal amounts of EXP. Any Vanguard bounties for when we did that Nightfall back there?
I did.
Oh my gosh. Why did I even doubt you? You're making it.
Yeah. So that's how I made the significant progress we made today. What was I going to say?
We do fairly often. I can agree with that.
Your return honors me, Guardian.
Sometimes we owe.
No, I mean it was cool just having all those bounties, to pop them and get a boost of XP and progress in my season pass. That worked. I liked it.
You will see. When you start doing the extra bounties because you've run out of the dailies, you're like, then you're really cooking with gas. Those are the really fun ones.
The extra bounties?
you know, they have like a random bounty that gets you a little bit of bright dust and some XP. Yeah, like if you use all the Vanguard bounties up, you can buy some extra ones. They're like 3,000 glimmer each. Like say you want to do the weekly, that gets you experience. Like when you pick up weapons or when you do like the weekly challenges, that gets you extra EXP. That's kind of how I'm the level I am. I do at least the Vanguard and I do the Vanguard and I think the Gambit weekly. At least I try to knock those out, and the Crucible and the Nightfall one. But yeah, I do at least those every week. The Crucible one, I think I do more with you because you're you know, a Crucible mad person. Always fun to jump into Crucible with you.
Especially when it's time for mayhem.
Well, if you're gonna get sweaty with me, we're gonna do some competitive. We're gonna do some competitive, and you know, I need like 100 more kills. I need 100 more linear. I need 100 more linear fusion rifle kills, yeah, to knock this thing out. I've got 20.
Wow, that's
I've got 24.
crazy.
I got the 15 headshots, so that I think the hardest part of that's done. Now all I have to do is reach the glory rank of brave. No, I have to reach glory rank heroic, and get another 100 kills with this weapon. It's fine because as you can see, people were getting arbalested. The arbalest is a primary linear fusion, so hey.
They were getting arm molested. Okay, that's cool.
You didn't see the videos, the screenshots, the stuff I sent you.
Yes, I saw it.
That poor young man, optimistically flying through the air with his fists ablaze with havoc, thinking he was about to boop. No, no, you are not. And then the guy that jumped over the fence after the round ended, I said, "Man, get off my lawn." Yeah. So, competitive is interesting. I think it would be a bit more fun with you around though, because the blueberries don't talk. I mean, I can't say they're blueberries. They're all sweaty, crazy people, but the not talking thing is really a stab in the butt. Especially when you look at the other team and they've all got like the same clan name. It's like, oh man, you know they're talking. You know they're talking.
Yeah.
So yeah, that might be fun. Maybe if you want, we can try that on the next one. But we will do that after we spend a little bit of time optimizing you. Spend a little bit of time optimizing you. I'm going to play the Rocky theme on the recorder.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's going to be, I'm going to find it. You know it's out there. You know the Rocky theme on recorder is out there. We're going to play that while we give you your mods and... What? No? And then, you know, when you're fully upgraded, then you're going to do the single ladies dance, and I'm going to play single ladies on recorder.
What? No. No. No.
No?
No. A whole lot of no right there.
Someone tell her that the recorder is the truth and the way. It's the first musical instrument I learned. You tell her to put some respect on
it. Is it? Stop running away.
How did you find me? Ah! What sorcery is this?
Oh my god.
The best emote. Oh, I knew it. The minute I saw it, I knew it had to be mine. You see, I did that at the end of the clip. Here, we killed Brachus the Oon. We killed Brachus Zahn, I mean. Did you see that? The first time he appeared. We killed him.
Yes.
And the mission didn't end. And we kept playing. Like, did you see me throw down the thing like, all right, we're going to go now. And it's like, wait, what? They're still shooting at us. Dear, I kid you not. We played through the bottom, went up the elevator, and there was another Brachus Zahn. So that first one you see is not really him. It's a decoy. It's his stunt double, Zakis Braun. Because when we killed him, there was still a Brachus Zahn waiting upstairs for us. We were like, what? Lies. Falsehood. That did drive me nuts, though. I had no
That's
idea.
That's ridiculous.
That. I didn't even know
God.
you could do that. Until we did.
Until we did. No, I don't know.
It checks out. It checks out. That is acceptable. In the MLA Destiny format, that is acceptable.
No, I can't.
Oh, jeez. All right.
All right.
Is this where we call it?
But I think this is where we call it.
Did you feel thoroughly unbamboozled today?
I did.
We took our boozle back?
We took our boozle back to
then with a
to where it belongs.
Good. Then with a fun idea towards what we may be doing on Monday. I think you know what to say to the people when the people need the things said to them. As they say the things. I'm gonna bust out a dance while you do it. Uh-oh, here it comes. Ooh! That's just with your hockey stick. All right, dear, come on.
Oh, jeez.
The
Oh,
blue
jeez.
emote combined with other emotes
Oh,
is the scariest
jeez.
thing I've ever seen. I'm about to combine that with the shoulders as soon as I play as my Titan again. Yes, the shoulder dance is exclusive to the Titan. Only he has the shoulder strength necessary to pull it off. What?
Yeah.
True. Go on, simply the best. Better than all the rest.
Well, definitely should check us out on the YouTubes and on the
Especially on the
Instagrams
gram.
and on the Twitters.
Where we never
Yes,
freeze.
on the Twitters.
We
Never
never
freeze.
freeze.
Oh, Jesus. And on the Facebook.
Facebooks.
Definitely infernopenguins.com.
And keep an eye out for our
Yep.
our forthcoming series of lore, where I think we will be charting up maybe some of the greatest hits of our expert playlists and attach some lore to them in a nice little storyfied format that should be interesting to read. Maybe one thing we're working on. And we will see you on the next one, where we will be well, it'll be How to Train Your Gabriel, where we get sweaty in the competitive Crucible version of Flashdance. See these feats? Our opponents will feel their fury. The feats of fury. Up, there she goes. Up the beehive. There it is. Alright, everyone, with that having been said, thank you for watching this special Toys Day Expert Playlist. Episode 125, Bamboozled. See you for episode 126, same bat time and channel.
Same bat channel.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Look at that, there's another one. We got another admirer. See, we start dancing, the world notices.
What's going on out there? Talk to me, Guardian.
Get out of here. Boof. That will work eventually, I swear.